welcome back to Middy Explores. And today, do we remember this? Well, so we walked on a bit further, and this is the railway came through here. This is the embankment, or what's left of it. It's been built on. I've not much clue what this is. I'll have to look on the map when I get back. There we go. So just a year later, we're back. So we're on the Great Central Way in Leicester, and this behind me is the crossing of the Ivanhoe line. So that's the Ivanhoe line that went up to Leicester towards Ashby and ultimately up to Burton-on-Trent. So this here is where the Great Central went under the Ivanhoe line. So everything's been built up, but I'll show you around a little bit and we'll have a little snoop around, see what we can see. Right, so this is the line, Great Central. This is going towards south, towards Whetstone. The line went straight through here. So this is all now an industrial estate. It's all been built up. This isn't track level. I'm stood nearly on track level, as you'll see in a moment. I'll say it's all built up. All the bridges have been buried. So then we go down the hill. And as you can see, this is the Ivanhoe line. So this is the Ivanhoe line this way towards Burton-on-Trent, and then this is the old bridge. So I think this is a replacement. Well, basically the Ivanhoe line, we had a spur coming off the Ivanhoe line as well, going down toward Vic Berry's scrapyard, which would have been right in front of us, which is where basically most of the GCR was scrapped to in this area anyway. So it's definitely the original bases, but it's definitely changed. Don't think this is an original bridge. I might stand corrected. So this is GCR track level. We get down to the track level around the bottom of this hill, bottom of this slope. What we can see, definitely our GCR type bridge was here at some point. I've got a feeling the bridge was much wider than it is now. You can see the outline of it there. And then nice bit of graffiti. I say it's the Ivanhoe line, and this way towards Burton-on-Trent. There we go. So what we're going to do is carry on walking along the GCR, and when we get down to the bottom there, that's roughly track level where that post is there. And then of course we're heading through here, and I say, as you saw in the last video, that's been infilled pretty much all the way to Ayleston Fields, where we were filming before. So we go, let's see what we can find. So just walked on a little bit here, carry on the Great Central. So we're going into Leicester that way. And then you can still see the houses back here would have been definitely been here. There's a wall, which I'll show you, which is an original, looks like an original wall there. And then looking back towards the bridge there, where it's all been infilled. So we still think we're about 10 to 15 feet above track level, because obviously it was all infilled all the way back. So real shame, but we're probably as close to track level as we can get all the way into Leicester now. So let's see what else we can find. Right, so this is the Upperton Road. So we're going straight over here. You can see we're track level, or roughly track level. So there used to be a bridge here that went right over the top here. Right over the top. And it was a steel sort of construction. Right over, so the road went over the railway. That was demolished early 2000s, around about 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. I'll try and find out for definite, try and get some photos of it as well, so you can actually see it. So we're going to cross the road, and then we're going to carry on into Leicester itself. Right, so we crossed the Upperton Road, and now we're onto a bridge which leads over. I think it's part of the River Soar, which obviously is part of the Grand Union Canal as well. I'll double check that, and I'll put the location of this anyway. As you can see, Lattice Bridge. I'll try and get some pictures from down below. We see the lattice work here, so we're stood on GCR track bed. And then Vic Berry scrapyard was over there. Now that's shut mid-90s. I think it was mid-90s. I think they had a fire and then it closed down. But that there is the spur for the Ivanhoe line, which ran, as we said, at the top off the bridge, and then the spur literally ran parallel, this bit anyway, down into the scrapyard. So that bit there is the Ivanhoe line. As you can see over there, sorry, not very good view. That spur is the Ivanhoe line, and then this is the GC going in towards Leicester Central. So we've got the bridge there looking back south towards Whetstone, and then we've got this beautiful old bridge, and then you can see that's classic GCR in there, great big capping stone, and then the cast iron bridge, or cast, I'm not sure if they're cast iron or steel. I think they're steel. I'm sure somebody picked me up on that before. But look at that. I can't really get anywhere else to take a picture, but I'll try. That looks amazing. So just carrying on, track bed goes straight through here, and then we look back. Looking back, you can see back there towards Whetstone again, and going south. So then that goes, track could go straight through there. Right, so we're at the site now. This is where the goods yard would have been from the Great Central at Leicester, and there's one building that survives, and it was a generator and hydraulic powerhouse, which is there, which turned into a pub later on and is now a Tesco's. But that is the only surviving building of the goods yard. So track came basically right through that slide over there. The engine shed and everything was over here. We can see the outlines on the grass, which I'll try and catch. But then we went right through here, and the Great Central went straight through here, where this building is. So we're going to carry on walking it as best we can. This answers the question a little bit of when people say, just put it back in. It's totally been covered all the way down here. You know, you'd have to demolish everything in its way. It's just not feasible. It's gone forever, unfortunately. Right, so you can see it through the trees here. There's a bridge, goes back over the canal, or it was the River Soar. We can just see it through the trees here, where it came back through the Lattice bridge. You can definitely see it up there. Very difficult to film because it's all it'd be better come in winter. Came over the back here. So we've got a cast iron or cast steel. It's a steel bridge, isn't it? You can definitely see it through there, look. Steel bridge that took the GCR back over the river. Can't get on it, unfortunately, which is a real shame. But it's still there. I'll try and get some original pictures of this. So we're effectively walking at the side of the GCR now. You can just see it through there. Quite a big bridge, to be fair. And there we go, and that's the start of the viaduct, I do believe. We took it right through Leicester. And then we had the Bowstring Bridge. So look at that. How long is that going to last? I don't know. Yes, we went down here, down to the Bowstring Bridge, and then we went onto the viaduct right through Leicester, which we've seen in the last videos of the GCR. It's a shame we can't get a bit closer to that, but it's just water. Although it looks very stagnant. There we go. So we see the back of the Lattice Bridge, and then we start going onto the viaducts. Just go right through to the Bowstring Bridge, and then into Leicester itself. So you can see it here. Oh wow, yeah, you can really see it here. And of course, this goes straight onto the onto the river there, so look at that. I don't know if I don't think we'll get up there, but well worth a look. Then of course into Leicester itself. So we'll carry on the walk. It's a really nice walk as well. I'll put the what 3 words up so you can all come along here and enjoy it. And then there we go, look at that. Wow, I wonder how long this is going to last. This must be prime on their redevelopment tag. Wow. So they're basically where we come from. So we're going south along the GC there. And then this here, which I don't know if this is used at all now. It was used initially, I think, with the canal as well. And then here we go down here. And this is where the Bowstring Bridge came over the road here. So this here was the end of the Bowstring Bridge, muchly contended in Leicester, ripped down in the 2000s and caused a massive backlash. Many people say that should still be here today, and I totally agree with them. It was ripped down because they wanted to extend this. I think it's a sports centre there. I mean, why you'd rip that out? And how long has this got left? I do not know. So that was, obviously I'll put a picture of the Bowstring on there, give you an idea of what it used to look like for those who don't know, but I'm sure everyone knows about the Bowstring Bridge by now. Very famous. What a shame. So there is where the Bowstring Bridge went over the top. Now if we go over here, got a nice little information board which you can pause on if need be. And there it was, the Bowstring Bridge. Obviously here when they were building it, but the original logo for the Great Central there. And there it is, in all its glory. An absolute travesty that this was ripped down. I say it still carries on. There are still people, I hear people moaning about this all the time. And it was basically so they could build that there, which is just wrong. There we go. That's on there, so if you want to pause that and look at it, it talks here about the protest. There was a massive protest and it was demolished in late 2009. What a shame. So this is just on a local building. I'll just try and zoom in, there we go. So you can pause that and read at your leisure. I say a really local, well-known local landmark. So this is basically now where the Great Central went, all the way into the back of the station, into the car park where we filmed the Great Central Railway station in the middle of Leicester. Absolutely nothing left between here and there, completely gone, thanks to the council and their demolition. So the last remnants of the GCR. Right, so that concludes our walk along the Great Central Way into Leicester, and what a beautiful walk, and a really sad sight seeing this part of what's left of the beginning of the Bowstring Bridge there. Massive problems with that, and rightly so. They should have kept that. It's awful to see, but there we go. I'll put the what 3 words up for everything, so you can all come and enjoy this walk. I highly recommend it. There's quite a bit of the railway left for those that are interested. So as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.